Can We Talk podcast, episode 126. We are in a different location. We're actually on vacation, if I would say that. I posted a Q&A kind of like segment note on social media like a week ago, and I said I was going to get to it, and I'm getting to it. There was 4 questions that people ask consistently, and I want to answer them with my very, 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 very favorite person in the world.
Hey. Oh, I didn't do that right. Hold on. Hi. It's been a minute. I'm a little rusty. Getting right into it?
Yep.
Any specific order?
Nope.
Or? Okay. Number 1. Did you really? No. We're going to save that one. We're going to save that. Sorry. Hold on. Are you emotionally intelligent?
No. I mean, that's as simple as it possibly. I don't think anyone is like actually like emotionally intelligent. I think people know what triggers them, but other people's like perception or ways, I don't know how to explain it. I personally don't think anyone is actually emotionally intelligent. I don't even think therapists are, because you saw that shit with the what the podcast is, where like one of them was a therapist and others are like just so important and they just know relationships and everything like that, and it just fell apart because I don't think anybody is actually emotionally intelligent. Because again, you just don't, you can't be that for everyone. Everyone has a trigger. So no, I'm not.
I'm trying to break it down. So like I had to like look it up and really understand like the definition, because I feel like a lot of people use their own definitions and say this for emotional intelligence. First one that popped up was an emotional intelligent person. It has the ability to recognize your emotions, understand what they're telling you, and realize how your emotions affect people around you. So I don't know. I don't know like the way to break it down as far as like, do you have like emotional awareness about yourself or the people that are closest around you? Like, can you emotionally figure out like what's going on, and or you already know? Kind of like that with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you know me emotionally?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could know somebody really close, right? But like,
that's why I say I don't think like I'm that, because like I don't think that exists. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think you can be that. Like realistically, I don't think you can be that. And then people who get to a certain level or an altitude in life, they'll sit there and just scream that they know exactly how people are feeling. Therapists, right? Like that chick is a therapist, or was. I don't know, but like she came on the scene as a therapist, so she was just so correct on everything. Like I think saying what the masses want you to say is different from being emotionally intelligent to the masses. Does that make sense?
yeah. I think in your small circles, you should figure that out. Like, I think people should know that. Like, you're with somebody, I think you should have somewhat of emotional intelligence with that person. If you're family oriented, you should probably know your family in and out, including emotionally. So I just say small circles.
Even with family, you can't know, because you don't know what people do when you're not around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said family oriented. Like, if y'all are close knit, like my sister, I can tell you when she's mad. I can tell you when she's had a day, because I know her. You know what I mean? Would I be able to do that like with my brother? My brother is like my mama. They had emotions, so like she smiled through her pain. Like I couldn't tell you sometimes. So I think it just depends.
That's why me and your mom I fuck with her.
My mama cool. Shout out my mama. Shout out my entire family. Okay.
Number two.
Now I'm like, which one do I ask next? Okay. I think those go hand in hand. So I'll ask the next most asked question. Sorry. Why don't you have male guest on?
I mean, I do. It's just the dudes who say that I don't haven't been invited for very obvious reasons. Like those same type of dudes who have an issue with me not having tons of male guests are the same dudes you want to avoid 1000%. But I do have guys on. Like I have my guys on, like the people who I actually like kick it with or have kicked it with, like my people. So they come on. They just got shit to do. So I can't count on them to be available all the time. And on top of that, like I don't really like dudes like that. Like I've seen so much stuff in male groups that I've been in that just have turned me off of like being around dudes like that. I've seen some really, really nasty stuff, which I always like end up getting in between the nasty stuff, and then I'm the loser, nigga. Like I'm the loser. But I don't know. I've been turned off on being friends with dudes for a very long time. So if you're not already my friend as a dude, it's not gonna happen. I don't care how much you compliment me. I don't care that you think I'm doing well in the city. I don't live in Austin per se, so I'm not really even. I'm not from Austin. I don't claim to be from Austin. I'm from Pflugerville, and I love Pflugerville, even though they don't check in with me no more.
Don't start. don't start.
When you come to Pflugerville, you gotta check in with me for sure. But nah, it's not well, actually it is a preference. It's just like I don't know what y'all want to talk about. Like most of the dudes who hit my line who say that kind of stuff, they don't really be talking about nothing. And then on top of that, they have so much negative stuff to say about women, and I just don't share that sentiment. Like I don't align with that. Like you can talk about every woman's flaws in the universe. I still like women. Like I don't want to platform a person who just has so much disdain for women when I absolutely love women. So nah, you can't come on the pod, my guy. I actually started doing PR. Like I actually started like doing a corporate like responses to people like saying no. Mm-hmm. Like I think I showed you. I was like, your activities does not align with what this podcast is trying to do. I appreciate you and everything that you are, but at this time, the podcast is not aligned with what you are looking for vision-wise.
Thanks, management.
And most people, I've sent that to 5 people at this point because I just wrote it like a week ago, and everyone's gave like nice responses, like, "Damn, that's crazy," but I understand. You keep doing your thing, dude. And I'm just like, thanks, appreciate it.
So sweet. See, he has a heart, guys. I want y'all to know that. Just sidebar conversation for people that try to come for him. He does have a heart. It's there. I know it for a fact.
Facts. All these dogs sleeping through the pod, man. That's crazy. It's boring. Anyways,
that's all they wanted to do over there is just talk. Gosh. Okay. So speaking for your love of females, how in the world, Sway, do you have female friends but no interest in them?
I see women for what they are and not for what I want. Like every friend that is a female that I have, like, instantly saw like what they could do outside of anything relationship wise. Like I saw them for their brain, mm-hmm. and knowing them and talking to them, I'm like, okay, like you're smart as shit, like you're cool as shit. Like why would that even be a thing? You know what I mean? So most of my homegirls are friends, are people that I met that I saw instantly the value, and I'm like, I don't want to do the relationship thing. I don't want to do anything with them. I legit just want to hang out with them because they're very smart, they're very intelligent, and they have knowledge. A lot of dudes look at it the opposite. It's like, I see someone and I'm more interested in dealing with them physically than I am dealing with them mentally. And that's not the case for me. Like, I actually like women. Like, a lot of dudes don't like women. Like, whatever problems you think women have as a whole, most men do not like that. I don't give a fuck. And I never have. Like, I'm legit cool with several women, and that thought or that ideal has never crossed my mind. And it never will, because again, like, I see the value in being their friend. Unlike you niggas, I cannot be your friend because you guys are weirdos. Women, for the most part, aren't weirdos, although there are weird women out there. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's why.
Do you think it's like a primal instinct type of thing? Like, I know we're mammals, right? Like, for males, is that a first thought for most males? It's just like the physical, like every time?
I don't know. I don't speak for all men.
That's fair. I am asking a judgmental question, I guess. I'll take that back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm really trying to understand y'all. And that's all it is.
I think that there are some dudes who grow up in that spectrum of what a woman is versus what women can be. Like, people who are dudes who grow up in households where, like, it's just the moms, and you see moms get her back blown out all the time, versus a family. Well, I won't say family, because even moms getting her back blown out is family. Like, being in a scenario where, like, you're seeing a dynamic in your household of value. Like, your father values your mom values your dad, and they have this symbiotic kind of like existence that you don't understand, but that's all they need. And then being able to see that, and then taking that, and then moving with it, moving forward in life, that could be a thing. I don't know, because like I can speak for myself. Like, I was an asshole for a very, 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 very long time. I'm a reformed hoe. Reformed.
Praise him.
And when my mom went through what she went through, I changed my whole perspective. I cannot say this word. Perspective. I changed everything, or how I treated people. So I didn't get there quickly. So this version of myself isn't something that I got to at 21 or anything like that. Like, to be able to value friends and family, and when you say family, like the friends aspect as far as like women and stuff like that came a little later, but I don't think that moment comes for everybody. So like, maybe I did start at that level of primal, right? But like, eventually I got to here, and I can just attest it to seeing certain things within my mom, and then within certain friends and friendships and things like that. So I honestly can't speak for most dudes, but I can definitely say, like, maybe I fall in line with that, but something happened, like a tweak, and maybe most dudes don't get that tweak. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of you niggas is nasty for life.
Using your primal instincts in your early 20s. I know. That's why I said what I said. We wouldn't have been friends at an early age. We met at the right time, and we chilled for a bit. And it is what it is. I told you that.
Yeah, I don't know if primal's the word. I don't know. I think it's miseducation.
I use that, like, I don't know. I'm looking at these like animals, and I'm thinking of like, I'm just thinking of animal. Like, I don't know. Because like, I can't get that deep. Not tonight. Sorry. I was going to go there too. Not tonight. That's not the topic that we're on. This is not a discussion. This is a questionnaire. Okay. So, last question. Did you really try 87 restaurants in 2024?
Yeah. And the number might be off, as in there's more, because my I did a photo dump of my current phone to my Google Drive, and I don't know how to access where those photos are. They're somewhere, because my Google Drive is like 9 GB right now off of photos. which means there's thousands upon thousands of photos that are there, and I don't know how to access it. Like, I can go through it, but I don't know. I didn't make a folder, so they're just scattered everywhere in like 20 different folders. So I don't know exactly where everything is, but I honestly think like I think I might have done more than 87, but I can tell you some of my favorite ones. But again, the truth is, at least 87. I was able to recover and see 87. I OD'd on restaurants in 2024. I made a decision at the beginning of that year. I was like, we're going to do 100. That was my New Year's resolution in 2024. 100 restaurants for the first time in 2024. And got close. A lot of unnecessary restaurants that probably didn't have to go to. But we did. My favorite for sure is the stretch the noodle place. That was January 3rd, 2024. It was still cold, and we waited in line for 5.5, almost 6 hours for some food. Food truck is still open.
You know, that was a long ass time. Y'all don't understand. Like, I was cool, and then I wasn't. Like, when you see how close we were at the beginning, you're like,
it didn't take that long.
25 people. This should be fine. Man, time got to ticking. Oh my, what? Nope. I couldn't. But it was like we waited so long, like, why wouldn't we still wait?
Yeah.
But it was annoying. Oh, it was annoying. You asked me if I'd ever do that again. No.
I wouldn't do it knowingly. Like, I wouldn't go to a place and know it was going to be that long again. I would.
If we go to another food truck and I see that many people again, and you're like, it'll go fast. We done been down this road. I didn't see this many people in front of a food truck. No. The answer is no. The answer is no.
I did like, and this is one that you didn't join me on. It was slightly before Houston. Hush Puppies in Pflugerville. Mm-hmm. Was really, really freaking good. The owner, like, it wasn't nobody in that restaurant when I went and ordered the food. But, like, I think I ordered something that wasn't really on the menu that day. And he was like, you're good. We're going to figure it out. I was like, all right. You didn't have to. I'll order something else. Like, because I had placed an order online or something like that. And then I went there, and I guess, like, they forgot to turn off that particular menu item on that day. Mm-hmm. So I went there, and they were like, oh, we don't actually have it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But he was like, you know what? I guess the owner came out and was like, no, we're good. We got you. So I got the Hush Puppy brisket Hush Puppies, and they were fucking delicious. Some of the best Hush Puppies I've ever had in my life, and I've never had one with brisket in it. It's always cornmeal, but they're really good. What else was good that year? That year is nuts. 2025 is nuts.
You know what I thought about?
What?
I liked the place that we went to. I think that was Houston. It was the Asian restaurant that had, like, those built-in seats, like, in the wall, like the tables.
Croque or something like that with the omai rice.
What is that? The big egg that they cut in front of us? Yeah, that.
That was cool too. Mm-hmm. Like, not remembering that was in fucking February.
I was about to say, I couldn't tell you what month we tried it, but, like, we did that.
That was in February.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, just like what Chris said, I couldn't tell you anything that happened before May. Like, everything's a blur. So.
San Antonio was in April.
Again, a blur. Anything that came before May, I don't remember.
I've shout out El Camino before on the pod. It was a really cool experience. I'd go again. The fact that it was so close to the Airbnb was next level. I could only imagine that place being downtown where the Riverwalk is. Like the fact that it was 5 minutes away from where we were. And shout out to my sis Raven for getting the Uber because she said my shit was taking too long. Shout out to her. She was like, "It's not gonna take that." And I got it. All right, cool, sis. What other food? Oh, this is turned into something else, but I'm gonna talk about food, and we're gonna end this after this because we got shit to do. We got shit to clean up. Dip was easily one of my top 10 restaurant experiences across years, not just 2024. Absolutely loved the food. I loved the atmosphere. I liked the drink.
I know you're not big on like drinking places.
Getting
Except for my birthday.
My birthday.
Your birthday. I knew it was a birthday. Sorry. 2024, guys. I was just trying to make it. Okay, I'm trying to make it 2025. I cannot remember.
We went to Longhorn Steakhouse for your birthday.
That's right. That sounds like nothing special for y'all, but like my family's never been there, so that was actually really fun.
No, but for real, Dip was really, really good food. Like really, like you can taste the quality in certain food.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, when people ask me if I actually did things when it comes to food, I'm just like, are you still asking me at this point in time? Like, I've been doing this and going places and cooking and doing all this stuff for over a decade now, and I still gotta like prove to people I do this.
That's life.
That's what's nuts.
That is life.
But no, 2025 is new. I'm not aiming for 100 restaurants this year. I am OD'd on new restaurants. You might see one or two a month, if that, moving forward. Because I know Cheddar's me. Cheddar's, Olive Garden me, Shortstop me.
Shortstop is nuts.
Yeah, I don't eat there. I'm just.
I was like,
I'm lying.
what are you talking?
P. Terry's me. Like Chili's me. I'm tapped out for the year. Like I'm okay trying one or two places a year at this point. I'm good to go. That 100 stretch was nuts. Like that was a run. That was an unmatched run other than these niggas who be in that car rating shit. Like that was unmatched. Unmatched.
At least it could be a goal whenever we go back out of town. That could be a thing. So.
No, for sure. But I'm not ever going to Houston ever again. So, Houston, you saw me once, and that was the last time you'll see me. 6 hours. It felt like.
That's a story for another time.
Story for another time. This was the Can We Talk podcast, episode 126?
You got it.
126, Q&A, gone too far. We got some shit to do, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you guys for listening.
Bye.